Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you doing? How's your mama? How's your family? We got UFC Seattle. Henry Cejudo versus Song Yadong. We're going to do our quick picks and predictions and maybe foreshadow a few bets that I have in mind. The betting video, betting predictions, casual parlays, all going to drop Wednesday. Stay tuned. We got a playlist down below. UFC Seattle. Y'all come on through for that. Now, we're going to make this real quick because I just got out of school. I'm hungry and I'm tired. I need a nap. You dig what I'm saying? So we ain't going to waste no time. Man, this card has been cursed. Rob Font not on the card no more against G Matsumoto. We got, some more people that are on this bid. And the UFC page ain't even updated. So as we get there, we'll talk about it. But this card was really, really, really good. And it's okay now. You know, still some heavy names on it. But, I mean, from top to bottom, it was fire. Let's get right into the main event. Like I said, let's not waste no time. We ain't got time for all the BS. Triple C versus Song Yadong. Start off forward with the pick. Tougher pick than some make it out to be, but I'm rolling with the young boy in this bit. I'm rolling with Song Yadong. Okay? One thing that I was struggling to figure out was who does 5 rounds benefit in this fight? You got the experience for Triple C. With that comes the IQ and the comfort in making adjustments. But you also have Song who builds in fights, always comes forward and bombs, and 5 rounds just gives him more time to impose his will. I don't believe Henry Cejudo's wrestling will be Song's downfall because this is in May. Henry doesn't get the same respect on the feet like Petr Yan did. You know, Song's fast, he's clean, he can grapple, and I think he just imposes his will on Henry as time goes on and wins a decision. I wouldn't be surprised by a finish, I really wouldn't, but Henry's a vet. Henry knows how to stick around in there and give himself a chance to win whenever it's not looking good for him, you know what I'm saying? He's not just going to quit. But I'm picking Song Yadong. Moving on, we got Louisiana's own Brendan Allen. Took a picture with him in the New Orleans airport. Really, really cool. Louisiana's own Brendan Allen versus Fluffy Hernandez. Fire matchup. Entertaining, and it greatly affects the future of the division. I really like Brendan Allen. In the way I want Brendan Allen to win this fight. But I like Fluffy as well. You know, and usually I don't bet on fights whenever there's a fighter that I like. But in a card like this where there's so many wide odds, so many big favorites who are already gone and I can't even put them in a casual parlay or should win anymore, and so many underdogs who are like, damn, I don't really know if they should be that big of an underdog. It's just, the lines are crazy right now. The props even came out. Gene Silva's minus 585 on a Sunday. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I did end up betting on his fight. What bet that is, you have to come back Wednesday to figure out what that is. But Brendan Allen is really well-rounded. Hands have improved as the fights go on. You know, each fight his hands are improving. The grappling has always been there. Fluffy's a storm weatherer. Walks forward through your storm to eventually flood you and then drown you. Pressure. Pacing. This is the gas tank that people swore and hoped Kobe had. You know what I'm saying? Probably the second best gas tank behind Merab Dvalishvili. And he's a better grappler than Merab Dvalishvili. Good takedowns. Outstanding BJJ. Control. Brendan Allen has also shown when he's on his back in a higher paced matchup like he was against Simavov, he could be held there. And he's not very urgent to get back to the feet. I'm going to expect Brendan to win. I'm going to expect Fluffy to win. I think Brendan Allen's going to win the first round. It's going to be close. Maybe even a judge gives it to Anthony Hernandez. But I'm expecting Brendan Allen to win a very close, high-paced first round, and then Fluffy to start to run away with it in 2 and 3. People are talking about he's a 5-round guy. His style is meant for 5 rounds. I mean, you could say that, but also Merab Dvalishvili has just started recently fighting 5-round fights. He used to be a 3-round guy as well, and in those 3 rounds, he pushed even harder pace. And yeah, guys couldn't keep up with him. So I'm picking with Fluffy by decision. Moving on, we got Jean. Is it Jean or Jean? I don't know. I'm going to say Jean. Jean Silva versus Melsik Baghdarayan. The odds are so wide. Like, I think Jean Silva obviously wins. But it's like, first I'm not going to say obvious. Because Melsik's not a bad fighter. Jean's nice. He flows between different techniques. Inside and tight. He can be outside and loose. Hands are high sometimes. Hands are down. Spinning attacks. Flashy. Keeps his opponent guessing. You really never know what he's going to throw. Very unorthodox boxing. Powerful in everything. Everything's powerful and devastating. Body shots. Big mediocres. Hard to take down. He's strictly a killer. He's always searching for a finish. Now, Melsik, he comes forward, mixes his target up. He's a former kickboxer, and you can see it in his game. Should be a striker's delight here. He's tough. He's fast. Can't really defend a takedown to save his life. Does Gene shoot? I doubt it. Odds are way too far for me to bet anything. Like I said, I could bet a finish on Gene, but honestly, Melsik, I like Melsik. He's a tough guy. He might be able to make it go to a decision. So I don't know if I'm going to have any action on this. And Melsik's not trash. I believe he's going to be able to test Gene in there, but I'm picking Gene. Not a fight anymore. Tough. And there's another one, Steve Garcia and Edson Barboza. Oh my God. It was going to be so good, boys. All right. You got Iron Cutelaba versus Ibo Aslan. And last time Ibo Aslan fought, he fought Rafael Cerquiera. Something like that, right? And I picked him, but when I picked him, I said, let's not let this. Before the fight happened, I said I'm gonna pick him. He's probably gonna KO him early. Obviously, you were able to see that he's gonna KO. Obviously, that's his game. Ibo Aslan's a big, powerful guy. Not much technique behind it, just big power. And if he lands one, you're gonna go to sleep. But I knew that was gonna be a win. That was gonna open people's eyes. And Rafael Cerquiera, we're gonna get to him later. It's not it, bro. You look at his record. He's 10 and whatever, and he has 10 finishes, 10 KOs. He's not that, bro. And Ibo Aslan, I'm just not in on him, man. I think he's been getting fed favorable matchups. A big guy, big bombs. Big mediocres. The power is real. Overall, the athleticism is there as well. I just don't think he's very high level at this point. And power can hide that until you reach that high level. That's basically what I was trying to say. Cutelaba is killed to be killed guy who surprisingly been going the distance lately. He's a grappler. Big power. Not scared to let it go either. Sloppy takedowns, but he's okay when he's on top. Wants to control you. I don't think Cutelaba is good enough of a wrestler to take Ibo Aslan down before he finds a knockout blow. But if Cutelaba does force grappling exchanges early, and it could get interesting because we've seen Ibo's cardio exposed really bad. But I'm going to roll with Ibo Aslan. We got Alonzo Menifeild versus Julius Walker. Rolling with the vet in Menifeild, man. I mean, wild, chaotic power. Comes forward. He'll be a problem. His chaos could get him in trouble, but takedown defense usually holds up. Things of that nature. I mean, Julius Walker, he's only been pro for 2 years. 6 fights. Now you're at the UFC level, fighting a UFC veteran. He's also wild with some power, though. That could get him in trouble because he overextends. They both guys who just want to brawl, like not brawl, but throw wild power in. It could get him in tricky situations. He has decent BJJ as well, but I'm going to pick Alonzo Menifeild to get it done. Now we got Nursultan Ruziboev versus Eric Mcconico. Mcconico? Look, it don't matter. Eric is 9-2, fighting guys at the Kentucky State Fair. His wins are against weak competitions, and the losses are as well. He's a grappler. Anyway, tough tits because Nursultan's a dog. Tough as hell. Amazing grappling in his own right with really good takedowns in his back pocket. Good hands as well. Powerful shots on the feet. Uses his length well. He's upper weight class, and I kind of like that because the 170 skill seemed to be a bit much. Obviously, that loss to Joaquin Buckley looks severely better now than it did back then. But I actually had money on Ruziboev in that fight. Buckley cost me my parlay. I remember that night. Picking Nursultan Ruziboev. Short notice matchup. UFC debut and Eric Come on, man. No. Now we got Andre Fili versus Costa. Andre's nice, super talented, but he gets off script sometimes. I mean, his durability comes into question as well because he takes plenty of damage in his fights. He likes a slug. He can wrestle, and he uses that to secure rounds whenever they're close. Costa's well-rounded as well. Commits on his takedowns, but he has some sneaky good hands as well. Can get a bit flashy on the feet. He's good in scrambles. I think Andre is the better striker and grappler, but he could get too comfortable slugging. He likes to have fun out there. You know, he could play into the crowd, things of that nature. And it could get him in trouble. With that being said, I still have to pick Andre Fili, a guy with plenty of talent. Plenty of talent, a good gym. Coming off of a fight of the night, Fight of the night, fight against Cub Swanson, International Fight Week. I'm rolling with Andre Fili. I think he should get it done. Especially if his durability holds up. I think he's going to be the better fighter everywhere and just win the positions overall. Now we got Adam Fugitt versus Billy Ray Goff. What are these tats, my brother? It's like a Chad, man. He's getting off script. Here we go. I'm rolling with Billy, man. How can you forget his performance against Trey Waters? Dude's an animal. Bites down on the mouthpiece, can weather storms, walks through the fire, imposes his will. Well-rounded, really good boxing, really good grappling, does not gas out. He's the man. Wherever the fight needs to go for him to get a win, he's going to take it there. Adam Fugitt, he's a come-forward wrestler. Excuse me. Rate that one on a scale of 1 to 10. Explosive in his shots, hittable, but can survive being hurt, but he does get hurt. I'm going to pick Billy Ray Goff. And in a card where the odds are all over the place, a lot of huge favorites that should win, so it's like damn near impossible to bet them. Finally, it's a line that's in the minus 100s that, okay, I feel good about this one. We could play this one. And yes, I do have action on Billy Ray Goff. Moving on, we got Ricky Simón versus Javid Basharat. Ricky's recent success has shown his level in the division. I compare him to a guy like Thiago Moises. He's not going to beat the upper echelons, but you put him against somebody low in the rankings or not necessarily middle of the pack, but, you know, somebody who's making his way, he can compete all day. Like what we saw against Thiago Moises against Ludovic Klein, and I'll compare that to his fight that he just had with Trey Ogden. You see what I'm saying? Trey Ogden's more his level. Ludovic Klein's like, oh, Ludovic Klein. He's really him. Anyway, I believe Javid is on his level. However, this is a good fight. I'm going to be honest. Ricky's a cardio wrestler. He shoots over and over and over again. He will not win if he cannot impose his will. He will not win if he cannot get takedowns. He's got power in his hands, but he uses his striking to shoot. He's not really trying to strike. He wants to shoot. He wants to be in on your legs. Shoot. Marab at home is what he is. Javid's a wrestler as well. Can strike on the feet, though. Decent volume and pretty tough to hit. Just lost to Ayman Zahabi because he didn't work enough and he got out-dogged. He's not dangerous enough. I'm picking Ricky to shoot, and outwork Javid. Be more of a dog and overall do more in the fight to appease the judges. Picking Ricky Simón. Javid's too patient for my liking. I wouldn't be surprised if Javid won, but I'm off the wagon with the Basharats. I'm off. Now we got Mansour Abdul-Malik versus Nick Klein. If you've seen the odds, then you probably know who Vegas thinks is winning. Nick can grapple. He likes to strike at range, jabs, leg kicks, but it's But he wants to get on the ground. He wants to work. It's his UFC debut. Unfortunately for him, Mansour is the much better wrestler. Big bombs on the feet. Should be better everywhere. Ground and pound on top. He will work. No Rihanna. I'm picking Mansour Abdul-Malik. Now, opening the card. We were talking about him earlier when we were looking at Ebo Aslan. I'm definitely not picking Rafael. I picked Ebo against him solely because he only has wins against guys at the Oklahoma State Fair. Guys with 0 wins and 6 losses. He's not aggressive. He's not fast. Despite all the KOs you see, I'm telling you, it's fool's gold. Gamos Destas. He's going to be the much better fighter everywhere. Much better striker. Even though he has been hittable in the UFC, he's the much better fighter. I don't think he's going to be close. I think the odds make sense, but Destas Bukahskas should win, and it should not be very competitive against Rafael Cerquiera. I don't know if I've been saying that right the whole video, but that's what we're going to say. Come back Wednesday for the official betting guide from Casual Cam. We'll be live Saturday as well, watching some fights, having fun, placing some live bets, doing all the things. Come through. Come holler at your boy. Share this with somebody I know they enjoy just like you did. Don't be stingy. Share me. Like, comment, subscribe. Help out the algorithm, why don't you? You ain't got to go home, but you got to get about it. Here, man. Eat.